Hey guys, it's Sam. Welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be, obviously, as you can tell by the title of this video, and that's obviously why you clicked on it, I am going to be starting my makeup decluttering series a little early this year. I had planned on waiting until December, probably even until early January, until after Christmas to start doing this. And I know I was in the middle of filming kind of like a series of collection videos. Let me explain to you my rationale for why I decided to do this. So, as I was filming my collection videos, I found myself pulling out products for you guys that I haven't used in a long time, or I don't remember if I like them or not, or I don't like them, and therefore it's like, well, why would I show you guys products that I don't like? And I was just getting overwhelmed, especially I was about to go into my liquid lipsticks and my lip glosses, and that drawer is just a hot mess disaster. And it was just giving me almost anxiety, being like, I can't even find bits of my collection that I do love to show you guys. Half the time I'm showing you stuff that is either mediocre with me or I don't like. So I decided to put my collection video on hold for right now, that series on hold, and go through and film an entire declutter series. It'll help me freshen up some of my my storage for the new year. It'll help me pinpoint exactly what I love about my makeup, and yeah. And it'll help me just get rid of some stuff that I'm not loving anymore, that I never seem to use anymore, and let me see the stuff that I do love, because I'm missing out on a lot of that stuff because I'm trying to get through all of the stuff that is not as much my favorite. So I am going to be using this intro for all of my declutter videos. I will try and split them up into categories, do lipsticks and blush and highlight and whatever. Some will be more cutthroat than others. Some I know are not really going to get pared down all that much, but I will do the best that I can to show you guys what I'm keeping. And then if you want to see an updated collection video for each category in the new year, y'all can let me know. And if not, you can kind of use this as a collection video. And we'll kind of go from there. Also, super quickly, I did want to tell you guys something new and exciting. First things first, I have just started a new Instagram page. I will put it right here. It is sam.bam89, like I said, right here and also down below, so that if you guys want to keep up with me on day-to-day, I will try and post there daily about stuff going on in my life, about makeup, about, whatever. If you guys are interested in that, check that out. And the first post on there is going to be something near and dear to my heart that I'm going to show you guys right now. So I went to Megan's house yesterday. You guys will know I talk about Megan all the time. She's been my best friend since I was 3 years old. And her and I actually filmed a video for my channel together. We did the Bean Boozled challenge. If you guys are interested in checking that out, it will be here. It is hilarious. Maybe it's just really funny to me and her, because I know her and I were talking about this yesterday. We go back and watch it all the time and just reminisce on our friendship, because her and I are just like any best friend should be. You're weird, but with each other, it's not weird. But if other people watched you from the outside, they would think you were crazy. So that's Megan and I. So I was over there yesterday, and she decided that because she's probably not going to see me again before my birthday, which is in today's Monday. My birthday's a week tomorrow, I think. Something like that. I don't know. My birthday's on the 4th of December. It's coming up pretty quick. She decided that since she wasn't going to see me before then, that she would give me my birthday present ahead of time, and I am so jazzed on it, and you guys are going to benefit from it too. I'm sure you've already kind of noticed that the lighting in this room is a lot better than it normally is, and it is raining like crazy outside. Let me show you why. I'm going to try and do this without blinding you guys, so hold on. Do you guys see that? Do you guys see what's behind me? So Megan is a huge, probably the biggest supporter of my channel. I mean, Tom supports it too and whatever, but Megan has been with me for longer. And she went out and she knew that I'd been thinking about getting better lighting. And she went out and she found me a ring light, which I have wanted for so long. I've been using a mirror that has a light around it as a ring light, which is not really enough, if you know what I mean. So she bought me a ring light, and I'm absolutely in love with it. I'm obsessed with it. I wanted to film so much today just so I could use it. Yeah. And she kind of figured also it would be a nudge in the right direction for me to get a better camera. But for right now, I'm going to keep filming using my phone and hope that this lighting improves my video quality a little bit. So anyways, now it's been 5 minutes of ranting. We'll get to the decluttering part. So yeah, whatever I'm decluttering will be listed above. And yeah, if you want to check it out, then keep watching. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to start with are my palettes. Now I've already got a bunch pulled out on the floor. That shouldn't be here. The rest are still like cluttered in this drawer. So we're gonna pull all of these out on the floor. And I've also got like, you'll see like I'm sitting like pretty much under a laundry rack. I've got it so I've jerry rigged so that ultimately I can like hook it onto here. I'm using a different camera also so that I can use both hands to kind of do this declutter. So let's pull everything out first and then we will get started. Okay, so these are all of my palettes on the floor. Also, you can see like the haze from my ring light here. Sorry about that. So basically how I'm going to do this is I'm going to split it into, I think, 4 categories. So it's going to be ones that I'm definitely going to keep, ones I'm definitely going to, like this is for all my makeup. So ones I'm going to keep, ones I'm going to pass on to family and friends. If the product has expired, then obviously things I'm going to throw out. And the other thing will be either things like that I want to try a little more and make sure I don't love them, or products that I need to, like they're almost used up, so I need to finish using them up and then get rid of them, and then I probably won't repurchase them. So let's get it. Okay, so the first palette that I'm seeing, we're going to be definitely keeping. This is my Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. Mickey picked this up for me and sent it to me last year. I absolutely love this. Now it is a bigger palette, so I don't like use it quite as much because it's in the bottom of my drawer, but that's half the reason I'm doing this declutter, is so that palettes like this I can see and use. It is amazing, beautiful colors, great quality, so that is definitely going to be staying. Another palette that I'm definitely keeping, and I know there's like a lot of controversy around her, but I still really like her products. I don't necessarily care for her as a person, but her products are fantastic, and that is my Kat Von D Saints and Sinners palette. I absolutely love this. Sorry, you can probably see like I'm sitting in like sweatpants in a weird position right now, just based on the mirrors. This is another amazing product that I adore, so definitely going to be keeping that. Alrighty, let's see if I can spot anything I know is staying. Okay, my Naked palette. I heard that they're discontinuing this. I don't know if that's true. We're definitely going to be holding on to this because ultimately I may never be able to get it again, and that would just be a shame. If you don't have this product, pick it up before it's too late. So going to be keeping my Naked. We'll also keep the Naked 3 palette. I really like this one as well. It's just nice shades of like halal pinks and purples and stuff like that. I really like that. Another product I'm definitely going to be keeping is going to be my Tartelette Toasted palette. I love this. These colors are all right up my alley. They're some of my favorites to play with. I travel with this palette a lot just because I think that it's really easy to do a ton of like different neutral looks that go with everything. So definitely going to be holding on to that. Oh, throwing stuff all over the place. This chair is too close behind me. I need it moved and I can sit on my butt. Another palette that I'm going to be keeping, this is fairly new to me, is my Violet Voss Flamingo palette. I did a tutorial using this, and I absolutely love this palette. It is super beautiful, bright, and colorful, and it's nice to have palettes like that, so this is one of the ones that I'm going to be keeping. All right, let's show one that I'm probably going to get rid of. My Tarte Graveyard Girl Swamp Queen palette. This was one of my first ever products where I strayed away from MAC. It was my first ever Tarte product. I do really like the palette. I'll open it for you guys. It's kind of falling apart a little bit. I like the palette, but the colors I feel I have in other palettes, like this color is a lot like one that's in my Tarte Toasted palette, as is this one. I have tons of purples and like these kind of like orangey brown colors. I never use the bronzer. I never use the blush. The highlighter is absolutely gorgeous. It's just stunningly beautiful, but again, like I don't really reach for products like this, and there's got to be somebody out there like Megan or somebody that will use this palette more than I am, and it will give it the love it deserves, so I am actually going to pass that on. Another palette I'm going to keep, my Urban Decay On the Run or Born to Run palette. I absolutely love that. That's also fairly new to me. Let's open this one. My MAC times Jeremy Scott palette. I have a love-hate relationship with this thing. I love it because I love the colors. I love MAC. Some of the colors aren't as pigmented as others. Some are pretty good. I'm going to hold on to this for now and make a note to try it out more often because it is such a bulky palette. Like, and I don't want to just keep it because it's cool looking, even though it looks like a little boombox. I don't want that to be the reason I'm keeping it. So I'm going to make a mental note to try this product out more. It's going to go in that kind of a pile. I'm going to leave it out somewhere so I can see it And if in the end I don't like it, I'll give it up. My two Natasha Denona palettes, I am keeping both of these. These were both, sorry, I'm at a weird angle looking at my camera. These were both super, super expensive. Which is not reason to keep them, but also kind of is. Like, the shadow quality is amazing. I wouldn't buy more because I know how expensive they are, but because I have them, I'm going to keep the hold of them. Another one I'm keeping, this is my Too Faced I Want Candy palette. Again, another bulky palette that it kind of like seems like you don't know why the bulk is there, but I absolutely adore this palette. I love the colors in it. So that is also staying. We're gonna keep hold of the Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm also going to hold on to my MAC Modern Mellows or Mellow Moderns palette. They don't even make this anymore, which is super upsetting. I'm sure you can get all of these colors in individual pans and like make your own Z palette if you wanted to. But yeah, they don't even make this anymore and it's bumming me out like crazy. So I'm gonna keep that. Also going to, I can't even reach for it. Come here, friend. Also gonna hold on to my Lorac Pirates of the Caribbean palette. This again cost me far more than I should have paid for it. And I adore the colors and I love the shadow quality. It bothers me a little bit that the pan sizes are so tiny, especially because lately I feel like most companies are making palettes with bigger pan sizes, but whatever, I guess they missed the boat on that. Another palette I'm gonna keep, this is new. It just came in a BoxyCharm. This is my Ace Beauté Grandiose palette. I'll show you guys what it looks like super quick. It's just these beautiful like reds and bronzy kind of colors. Definitely going to be holding on to this. I actually need to try it out for you guys for my channel. So we're going to keep hold of that one. Two more palettes I'm going to keep for now are these two MAC holiday palettes that just came out. One is in the smoky and one is in the rose something or other. I did a look using this palette. I actually really like the quality. I think they did a really good job this year and I want to play with them some more, so I'm going to keep them. But what I am going to do, and this is hard for me to say, is pass on these two palettes from last year's holiday collection. They just, the packaging annoys me. The pan sizes should be bigger or there should be more colors. The colors themselves just don't jazz me anymore. The packaging is beautiful, but other than that, I cannot justify keeping things like that I know I'm never going to use. Another product I'm going to give up, and I've told you guys this already, is this Pure Midnight Masquerade face palette. I tend not to use face eye combo palettes, and I have all of these colors in other palettes, or the colors just don't really speak to me. So I'm going to be passing that on as well. Another thing that might surprise some people, but I've had them for a long time and I just think it's time to let them go because I'm never using them. I'm going to give up a bunch of my MAC Girls palette. So I already gave up my Fashion Fanatic palette. I'm going to let go of my Power Hungry, my Mischief Minx, my Basic Bitch, and my Prissy Princess palettes. I just am never using these, and the quality is really not that great, and the color combinations in these just doesn't do anything for me. So those are going to go. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with my Rock and Rebel one yet. This one was my favorite one when they released the collection. I just kind of want to, that's my hair, sorry. I just kind of want to see what other palettes I have with similar greens and stuff like that before I give this up, because it is a beautiful palette, and of them all, this one always worked for me the best. So I'm going to kind of put this off to the side to sort of think about. And we'll come back to it in a little bit. My Too Faced Gingerbread palette, I just did a video filming a look using this. I absolutely love this. This is not going anywhere. It is brand new to me. The Too Faced Just Peachy Mattes and White Peach palette. I really like the Just Peachy Mattes. I don't use it near enough as I should. So kind of like my Jeremy Scott palette, I am going to put this out to see if I can use it more. The colors are beautiful, but again, I do have similar colors in other palettes, and something that annoys me about this is like these freaking 6 colors are virtually identical, and I wish that they had done a little bit more range, but whatever. So I'm gonna hold on to this one for a little bit longer and just see if I can get more use out of it. Now the White Peach palette, again, the colors are pretty, but I don't know, they're just not really speaking to me, so I think I'm actually going to be passing this one on. I can't believe I'm saying that because when I got this, I absolutely loved it. And I was saying earlier, I try and get all of the Too Faced palettes that aren't chocolate palettes because I can't use those, but I think I'm going to be passing that on. It's just not doing it for me anymore. Another one I'm going to pass on, and again, I can't believe that, is my Dose of Colors Ice Cream palette. I absolutely love this. The quality is beautiful. The shadows are amazing. I love the colors. But I have all these colors in at least, like I have a lot of them in that Violet Voss Flamingo palette. that I've used, and there's more colors in there, and I just think that I'm never using this and it's time to let this go to a better home with somebody who will actually want to play with it. Put that away. Another one I'm going to get rid of is this MAC Nico Panda like quad, and it's got a blush underneath. I just don't reach for this. It's very bulky. I've had other products like this before where they like have the slider and stuff, and I just never use them. I don't even know why I bought this, to be completely honest. I think I just wanted it because I thought the packaging was cute, and I have to stop buying products just because I like the packaging. I actually have to put some thought into them because I don't want to say this is wasting my money, but everything you're seeing here, I paid for with my own money or was sent to me as a gift. And I don't want, because I spent a lot of money on something, to be the reason I keep it. I also don't want, because I got something as a gift, to be the reason, even though I appreciated it and I used it and I got my fair share of love out of it, like I need to pass them on to other people that can use them more than I do, because I have a lot of makeup and I need to spread the wealth, I think. So that's gonna go. Let's talk about this ColourPop palette. This is the Element of Surprise palette. It's got a lot of these beautiful like pinks and stuff like that. I'm going to be keeping this one. I love ColourPop shadows, and this palette really, really surprised me. I really like that. Another palette I'm going to get rid of. This is my NYX Ultimate Brights. I bought this a long time ago just to use, so I had a bunch of bright colors for different looks. But again, I have a lot of colorful palettes right now. And I don't need this one anymore, and it's fine, but there's nothing special about this palette, so that's gonna go as well. Speaking of colorful palettes, one that I am gonna keep is my BH Cosmetics Weekend Festival palette. This has a lot of those similar colors and more. So I'm going to hold on to this. I haven't actually played with this very much. The reason I'm not going to put it in my make sure I use it pile is because it is so bright that unless I was looking for like a specific color out here, I just can't see myself using that every day. Another one we're going to keep, the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. This is absolutely gorgeous. I cannot ever see myself getting rid of this. I absolutely adore it. So that is staying as well. Also going to keep my Lorac Mountain Sunset palette. Lorac is really hard for me to get, and even though I don't use this palette all the time, I love their shadows. They're just freaking amazing quality, and I wish that Lorac was easier for me to get up here, but it's not. So because it's not, I need to definitely make sure I hold on to everything that I do have. Also going to hold on to my Too Faced Tutti Frutti palettes. So this is the Sparkling Pineapple and the Razzle Dazzle Berry. Going to hold on to both of those as well. Where do I go from here? Okay. We're going to keep the ColourPop Disney Designer Collection palette. I wasn't super jazzed about the colors in here. I thought they could have done a better job, but I still really like the palette, and I haven't gotten enough use out of it. This is one of those colors I was talking about that's very similar to the one in the Graveyard Girl palette from Tarte. So I'm going to hold on to this for a little bit longer just to make sure that I really like it. One I am going to get rid of, this is a MAC quad. This is one of my first ever MAC quads. This is the, what's this called? Rainy Season Eye Quad. And I used to think it was really, really good for a smoky eye. And then I kind of realized these three grays were all like the same tone. There's not a dark enough black in here. I have a ton of grays and blacks and everything else in singles and other palettes. It's time for me to let this go. I'm also going to be letting go of these two Wet n Wild palettes. So this quad, I tried it on my eyes and I just wasn't jazzed by the colors in it. And same with this one. These just aren't the kind of colors that I would normally go for. Well, they are, but I'm more likely to bring a bigger palette that has more variety of colors in it than to bring this little trio. So I'm going to, I haven't even used this one, so I'm going to pass it on before I even use it or donate it or whatever. I am, however, going to keep this Wet n Wild palette. I absolutely love it. It is perfect for travel. It has all of the kind of neutral tones I love, and the quality of this is just fantastic. Not that the other ones isn't, but these colors are just more up my alley, so I'm going to hold on to that. My Pretty Vulgar Nightingale palette. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put this in a make sure I try it kind of video, or not video, pile, because I do like the colors, but again, a lot of these colors I have in other palettes, so I'm going to keep it out and make sure I actually try it and get some use out of it before I decide if I should get rid of it. This Alamar Cosmetics palette, I love, love, love. I'm definitely keeping this. It's not, again, for everyday use, but if I'm looking for these specific colors, makes it worth using. Now that I've seen this, where's that Rock and Rebel palette? How similar are those blues and greens to these ones? Oopsies. Not very. Okay, so that's not a reason to get rid of it yet. Put that in the keep pile though. What I'm gonna get rid of, and you guys will know I'm getting rid of this, is my NYX Wind palette. This thing has been bugging the bejesus out of me pretty much since I got it. It's just not performing like I wanted it to. The colors are all the same. The shimmers all fade out. I don't like this palette. I don't recommend these palettes to anybody. Having said that, like, there's a part of me that just wants to throw this out, but it still costs money. It's still makeup. Maybe somebody else can get it to work the way I can't. Like, if you love these palettes, please don't take anything I say to heart, or like, please don't take offense by it. This is just my opinion and my experience with this. I didn't like it. For all I know, I got a bad palette. I'm not a fan of this. This is going. I'm gonna keep hold of my MAC Vibe Tribe quad. This is in Call of the Canyon. I love this. This color in particular is just freaking stunning. I am obsessed. Sorry, you can't even see it. Obsessed with this color. So that I'm gonna hold on to. I told myself I would be really cutthroat when getting rid of some of these like square palettes from MAC because I have so many of them. Like, let's do this now. And I was holding on to a lot of them for packaging reasons, or, you know, whatever, because, oh, I love the packaging and whatever. But that's not a reason anymore, and I can't hold on to stuff because it's limited edition. That's just silly because I'm not using it and ultimately it's going bad. So, this is where I ended up getting torn. I don't need 2 purple eyeshadow quads. I just don't. I think I'm going to hold on to the Patrick Star one. I think I just like the differences in the colors a little better, and I do have purples and other palettes that are similar to this. This one is color 3 eyeshadow times 4. I'm going to give this one up, and I'm going to hold on to this Patrick Star one, which is Stay With Me. It came out in the spring collection. That one can stay. That one can go. I am going to get rid of, however, this Patrick Star one. I just can't imagine when I would ever use this combination of colors. If I needed a bright blue, I have other bright blues. If I needed a bright pink, I have other bright pinks. This palette just doesn't make sense to me. This one I'm going to part with. I'm going to hold on to, see, this is another one of those greeny ones. Where's that stinking Rockin' Rebel? Again, it's different. I just don't know, like, I think I'm going to hold on to this because I'm going back and forth so much trying to find a reason to get rid of it, and I can't bring myself to part with it yet. So I am going to hold on to the Rockin' Rebel. Also going to hold on to this one. This is Tropic Cool times 9. I'm going to part with this one. This came out in the Flamingo Park collection. It is called Flamingo Park. Again, I have the blues. I have the pinks. This palette also just makes no sense to me, so I'm going to let that one go. I'm going to hold on to my Burgundy times 9. I absolutely love this. This is beautiful, and it's great for travel. Do I want to keep, this is my Solar Glow times 9. Do I want to hold on to this for now? For now, I'm going to hang on to this one as well. I just love some of these colors in here. Oh. Really? Okay, so never mind. These colors are barely showing up. I've swatched 2 different colors. They don't even look different, and it's falling out like crazy, so I'm actually going to let this go. Good job, Sam. Good job. I can't believe I'm saying this. This is my Riri MAC 5 strip eyeshadow thing that I loved, and I used to do full looks just using this, but this is all shimmer now. And again, I have these shimmers and everything else. Like, they're still beautiful, beautiful colors. They still work really, really well. I just don't need it. I never reach for it. It's gotta go. Okay. Let's look at these Patrick Star. Well, I'll just open them all just so I can kind of start thinking about it. So I've got 2 that are from the MAC Mariah Carey collection. That's not even in frame. And 3 from Patrick Star. This one reminds me a lot of, where's that new palette that I got? Okay, so this one reminds me quite a bit of this Ace Beauté one. Oh yeah, look at that. A lot of similar colors, so I think we're going to part with the Patrick Star one and keep this one and hope that it works well enough that it was worth keeping. I've seen a video of somebody using it though, and it looks like it's pretty good, so if I could, let's swatch it. I haven't even swatched it. Let's just kind of see what I'm working with here. Oh yeah, like these colors just feel like butter. Yeah, so we're going to yeah, we're gonna, can you even see the swatches? We're gonna hold on to this Ace Beauty. I keep saying Beauté because there's an accent on the end, so hopefully I'm not just saying it like a weirdo. We're gonna hold on to this one, like I said, and I'm actually going to give up my Patrick Star one that I got in the summer release. Now, out of these, okay, what's even speaking to me here? I think I'm going to keep this one. I just really like this like dark burgundy. I'm loving this color here. Absolutely stunning. So I'm going to hold on to this one. What about you? See, I really like that color. Yeah, we're going to keep this one because that shimmer is beautiful. And like these mattes are really pretty too. And this would make a really pretty eye look. Okay, we're going to let go of this Mariah Carey one. This one is in It's Everything. And I think I'm going to hold on to the one in I'm That Chick You Like, because I do really like the colors and they are quite a bit different than these ones. So that's what we're going to do. So I only ended up keeping, I don't know, I'll count them all later. Next, let's talk about this since it's here. It's the I Love You So Mochi palette from NYX. Really, really beautiful, absolutely stunning colors. We're definitely going to be holding on to this. These are amazing quality. They're just like butter and they make beautiful, beautiful lid toppers. So I'm holding on to that for sure. I have this The Balm Voyage palette. I feel really bad because Mickey gave it to me, but ultimately I just never use it. I don't use face palettes that combine with eye palettes. So I am going to let this go. It's not that I don't love it. It's just that I never ever use it and I want somebody else to get great use out of it instead. Okay, I'm gonna definitely keep my BH Cosmetics Wild and Alluring. This just has another bunch of beautiful shimmers that look really pretty, especially for more fun looks. So I'm gonna hold on to that one. I am gonna part with this BH Cosmetics palette. This is the Special Occasion 39 color palette. Again, I just never reach for it, and it would be great for somebody who has a lot less makeup that could actually get, like would like to have all those colors. Like I have all those colors in other palettes and I have all those blush shades somewhere else. So this is just bulky and taking up a lot of space. Okay, we're almost done and I'm hoping I can finish before my camera dies. These two MAC 6 palettes. Okay, I feel like we've kept a lot of green, so let's get rid of the In the Glades one. I think I am going to hold on to my Fruit à la because I love this orange so much. Like these colors are just stunning. So I think I am going to hold on to it for a little bit longer. Okay. Definitely going to keep my MAC eyeshadow in Warm Neutral. I really, really like this one as well. I feel like I should keep my Zodiac palette because even though I've had it for a long time, I still haven't used it because it sits at the bottom of my drawer. So I'm going to put this in that pile of like things I need to make sure I try out to make sure I actually like them. That pile is actually not that big. There's only 4 things there. My Too Faced Naked Heat. I'm going to hold on to this for a little bit longer and just make sure I use it more. Every time I do use it, I love it, but I don't use it near enough. My In the Flesh palette. I'm going to put this in my make sure I use it more pile and just see if I get any use out of it because it's not my favorite MAC product I've ever had. It's not my favorite palette of theirs. I want to see if I can get any use out of this before I pass it on. This is where I come to a point of what I don't know what to do. I've been hemming and hawing of whether I want to get rid of this palette for a while. I love the colors in it, but again, it's so many browns and stuff that like I'm just not that inspired by it. See, my gut is to let it go, but at the same time, there's something making me hang on to it. So we're going to hang on to it for a little bit longer, and maybe it won't make it through the next round. And then I have my ColourPop Perception palette. I am going to hold on to this one as well because a lot of the reason I kept it was because of these 4 colors here were the same as in that Midnight Masquerade palette. And I feel like it makes no sense to get rid of the palette that I was keeping the similar shades for. So that's what we're going to get rid of. I will put everything back in the drawer and then show you what we're getting rid of and then wrap up this. Alrighty, so I just finished putting all the palettes that I'm keeping back in the drawer. So in the drawer, presently, there are 41 palettes. I've got 5 palettes in the keep outside and try pile. And these are all of the ones that I'm getting rid of. There are 26 palettes here. Overall, I think I did a pretty good job. I actually just remembered that there are 2 more palettes that I didn't include in this. One is my Beauty and the Beast palette that Mickey gave me, and 2 is my Tarte Make a Splash like mermaid palette, and those are both staying as well. So overall, I'm pretty happy. I got rid of half of what I'm keeping, if that makes any sense. So really happy with this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like these kind of videos, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. And keep an eye out for the next declutter that will be coming up shortly. I think we're going to be doing highlighters next. So thanks for watching. Bye.